Hi, boys and girls. Today is Monday, and we're going to start something new this week. This week, we're going to work on recommending books you love. Readers recommend books to get their friends to read books that they really love. And to recommend books that you love, you want to give your friend some information about the book without giving away everything that happens. A lot of times we also will share the lesson with our friends so that they can be thinking about the lesson as they're reading the book that you recommend. So to get started, I'm going to read to you one of my all-time favorite books called Thelma the Unicorn. And then when we come back, I'm going to show you how we can take that and we can turn it into a book review. Thelma the Unicorn. Thelma the Unicorn. Thelma felt a little sad. In fact, she felt forlorn. You see, she wished with all her heart to be a unicorn. So she's feeling sad. She's also feeling lonely. Her best friend's name was Otis. He liked her quite a lot. He said, "You're perfect as you are." But Thelma said, "I'm not." And that was when she saw it, a carrot on the ground. It gave her such a great idea, she squealed and jumped around. She took that simple carrot. She tied it to her nose. "I'll say I'm a unicorn. It might just work. Who knows?" Well, as she did, a truck drove by. The driver rubbed his eyes. "Good grief, is that a unicorn?" he shrieked in great surprise. As Thelma watched the swerving truck, it very nearly hit her. Would you believe that truck was filled with nice pink paint and glitter? Oh, Thelma looked amazing. She was a unicorn. "I'm special now," she cried out loud. And so a star was born. From the beginning, she was feeling really bad, like she was just like the rest of everyone else. She wasn't so special. She found a carrot, she put it right on top to make herself look like a unicorn. All across the whole wide world, her fans would cheer her name. Thelma loved it every bit. The fame, the fame, the fame. Thelma was a superstar. Her dreams had all come true. But soon she found that so much fame was kind of tricky too. You see, her fans were mad for her. They'd scream and cry and laugh. They'd chase her everywhere she went to get her autograph. In fact, they'd chase her all day long. It never, ever stopped. They chased her while she exercised. They chased her while she shopped. "Please don't chase me anymore," she asked the screaming crowd. "We'll chase you all we want," they said. "We're fans, so it's allowed." And some were not her fans at all. No, some were really mean. And some just did the meanest things she'd ever really seen. Sign says, "I don't like unicorns." I agree. So one dark night she felt quite sad. This famous little pony. She said, "I thought that I'd feel great, but all I feel is lonely." And so with that she changed her mind, this lonely unicorn. She cleaned off all her sparkles and she ditched her magic horn. And then she walked right past the crowd. They didn't even notice. She thought how nice that it would be. Here's all her fans. Marry me, Thelma. Help me be a unicorn. To see her lovely Otis. And when he asked about her trip beneath their favorite tree, she simply said, "Oh, it was fun, but I'd rather just be me." Okay, now we're going to jump right in and we're going to start writing a recommendation about one of my favorite books, Thelma the Unicorn. Okay, so we finished reading and now I'm going to show you how we're going to take Thelma the Unicorn and we're going to write a book review with it. Now, I want to get all of my friends really excited to read this book because I think it's a great story and I think that my friends will also like to read it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingers and I'm going to give 3 reasons why this is a really great book. 3 reasons why I think someone else might like it too. It is a silly book, and I like to read this book to my friends, so that's one reason that this book is really great. It's silly, and I like to read it and share the silliness with my friends. Another reason, the main character Thelma turns into a unicorn, and I love unicorns. So if my friends love unicorns, they probably would like this book too. And my third reason, it always makes me laugh when I read it. So if someone else likes to laugh, then they would like this book too. Now think of a book that you could recommend. When you think of your own book, you're going to give 3 reasons across your fingers of why you would recommend this book. Here's mine. It's a silly book that I like to read with my friends. The main character, Thelma, turns into a unicorn, and I love unicorns. And it always makes me laugh when I read it. Those are my 3 reasons. Now I'm going to take those 3 reasons and I'm going to put them onto my paper here. So you can see my paper. We're recommending must-read books. So I have my paper and I wrote my title, Thelma the Unicorn. Okay, I wrote my name and then I listed 3 reasons why I recommend this book, why I think it's a great book and someone else might like it. I took those 3 reasons from my fingers and I put them onto my paper. And then I did my best to draw the cover of the book. So today, your job is to think of your own favorite book, a book that you want your teacher or your friends to read. Once you've picked out your book, you're going to think of your 3 reasons why you recommend this book. And what we're going to do is at the end of this week, I'm going to make a video of all of the first grade book recommendations. And then I'm going to share it with your friends so your friends can get some ideas of must-read books, books that you love and that you think your friends would love. So make sure you're taking your time when you're writing your book recommendation. And today your job is to just think of 3 reasons. Tomorrow we'll finish out our first book recommendation. Okay, so now what you're going to go do, you're going to pick out your book and you're going to tell across your fingers 3 reasons. Then you're going to write it down just like I did today. Okay? All right, I can't wait to see you get started on your book recommendation.